Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up if you can hear me, because I understand that sometimes I'm on and no one can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. All right. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so I'm getting thumbs up. Whoo! Boy, oh boy, oh boy, has it been a week, a week, a week. I have had more ups and downs than a what do you call it? A roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster. That's what it's been. I'm gonna have a sip of my ginger ale because I need to wet my whistle to tell you guys about this story. As you know, I tested positive for the big you know what, and but I was feeling last week, I was feeling 100% great, good to go, packed up, ready to go to Quartzsite. But something kept saying, you know what? The negative tests that I had were the rapid tests. I'm going to come over and greet everyone. And, in fact, greet everyone and I'll come back. Remember, the negative tests I had were the rapid test. And I was going to go to Quartzsite. Hold that thought and let me go greet everyone and I'll be back. Hey, Nora, Arcuda 2001. Hello, hello. Hi, Tim. More bang for your bucks. Good to see you, Tim. Janice, hello, Janice. Timeless Freedom. Hey, Timeless Freedom. How are you doing? Folk of the Forest, hello, hello. Van Vita, I didn't see you, but I see that Nora is greeting you. So, hey, Paula, how are you? Hey, Fee, my friend Fee. Hello, Adele. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you just had some light sprinkles. Wow. My brother, he is not able to join us. My brother, Donald, he's saying they're expecting a really bad weather tonight, and they're getting prepared. Valerie Wilson, hello, Valerie. Kristen Smith, hello, hello, Kristen. Linda in Texas. Oh, windy coastal, so it's windy in Texas. Hey, Iron Fire Horse, how's it going? Nancy Session, hello, Nancy. Says, hope you are all well. Well, I am and I'm not. I'll explain that shortly. Hey, Kenneth, my favorite guy. You make me whistle a happy tune. Well, I'm not a really good whistler, Kenneth, but if I could, I'd be whistling too. Hey, Laura Kramer, how's it going? Miss Nettie, hello, Miss Net, how's it going? Saying hello to the Glow family. Tim says, what are you going to do with the egg rolls? All is not lost, I hope, Tim. I hope it's not all lost. I'll explain in a little while. Hey, Lori Wagner, raining in LA. Yeah, it's going to be raining in San Diego pretty soon, I think. Hey, Graham, the famous world travelers in the house, says, good morning to all fellow Globies currently free in Preservation Bay in Tasmania, right on the ocean. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Ken Gal 5, hello from Ontario. Can everyone in here, you know how we roll. Anyone who is your first time in here, will you do a number 1 so we can all greet you? We got to give you a good old Globy welcome. Janice has said, did you saw me warning for California beaches? Holy moly. One of the holy, hey, that's Amy, my sister-in-law, sister-in-love, I should say. Hey, Amy. Stacy, hi, Stacy. Mo Bang Tim is saying, Janice, you and I are going to eat lots of egg rolls. Well, there's going to be a lot of folks in Quartzsite, Tim. I bet they would love those egg rolls. Miss Molly, hello from NYC. Oh, one of my favorite cities. Hi, Melinda Rose. How's it going? Linda Smith says, it's great. Hi, great to catch you live again here in PA, freezing. Oh, I have a friend, actually the parents are, they're parents of one of my daughter's friends. They just moved back a couple months ago to Massachusetts, right outside Boston, so they're freezing. Nora says, those egg rolls are driving me crazy. Hey, Roseanne Colbert, how are you? Glad you are taking your health seriously and keeping everyone else safe. I'm really trying, Roseanne. I tell you. Oh, Fee just sent me a tsunami, tsunami, a tsunami warning. Thank you, Fee, for looking out for me. Hey, oh, Nora says a fellow New Yorker here. Hey, Monique Little is number one, a first time in. Can everyone say hello? Come on, Globies. You know we got to greet Monique. Hello, Monique. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. Janice is telling all the egg rolls for myself, but some of those have to be traded for some moose milk. That's a good idea, Janice. A very good idea. 3 generations. Hey, 3 generations. Don Miller praying for all those affected by the weather. Ooh, it's going to be supposedly really going to be quite a nor'easterner, or I don't know what they call it, but something's going to be hitting the East Coast tonight. So, Christina Marquez, hello. Say, I wish I could have gone to meet you. We're all sick with the big C. You know what? I think actually that probably before it's all over, everyone's going to have the big C. And I hope it's just a mild form. Carol Bryant, hello, Carol. I think I missed a couple of people. Monique, everyone's saying hi to Monique. See, Monique, we got some cool people in this house. Debbie Carlton, hey, good afternoon, saying hello. Folk of the Forest, hello, Folk of the Forest. Monique's thanking everyone for being so hospitable and welcoming. Carol Bryant is saying hello. Cindy Gray, hello. What? Minus 18 in the backwoods of Maine. Okay, Cindy, I want to know, how do you keep warm in that kind of weather? What do you do? Because you might have some tips some of my Globies and some van dwellers could use. Hi, Kathleen Klein. How's it going? Tim, find Nomac and Van Life Rock. Those excess egg rolls will disappear quickly. Yeah, I'm supposed to be meeting up with Nomac. Gina from Van Life with Gina put me in contact with Nomac, so we're supposed to be getting in contact, but I don't know. I'll share that with you in a little while. Cindy Gray, okay, tell us what you do, Cindy. What's the secret to keeping warm and not freezing in that kind of weather? Janice is asking Monique where she's at or where she's from. Ironfire Horse says, welcome, Can Gal 5. I'm in Ontario too. Are you freezing? Oh, Can Gal 5. Did I miss Can Gal 5? Welcome at Can Gal 5. Okay, at Can Gal 5. I get it. Okay. So Monique is outside St. Louis. So you're probably getting some cold weather there too, I imagine. Everyone's saying hello to Monique. Thank you. Other than Van Vita, is anyone else posting in from Quartzsite? Well, I'm trying to think who else is in Quartzsite. I know Randy, the mobile traveler, is there. He called me. I talked to him the other day. He called today, but I have to get back with him. Oh, Cindy Gray says down blankets. You know what, Cindy? I have a down comforter, and I'll tell you, but I've only used it in about down to 23 degrees. But I know that it got so warm under that I had to come out from under it. So you're saying it still works down to negative 18. Okay. Well, I'll have to put it, I don't want to put it to the test, but if I do have to, I will. Mo Bang Tim is saying, cat, just fry them up and the smell will bring people over. That's true. And you can start bartering for stuff. You sure can. Hello. All right. Fee is welcoming all the new Globies. Barbara Bannon. Hello, Barbara. I'm sorry. Barbara Brennan is a first timer. Hello, Colden, Jersey. Oh, I bet it is. Well, we're so glad you're here. So glad. I tell you, I haven't been doing anything on my channel for the last 2 weeks. I was going to start a series, do all kind of things. But I'll tell you shortly what's going on and why I haven't. But Miss Molly, and I'm going to ask you guys for some advice on, and you can tell me what you think on a couple of things, actually. Miss Molly is saying, yes, it's ice cold here in the Big Apple. Stay warm. I bet. Tim says, bundle up in layers and you'll be all right. That's true. And I lost my down coat. Don't ask me how I did it. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset about that because I put that down. And I realized recently I don't have, it's a long story, but I'll explain it later. Brenda Burner, hello, I missed that comment. Hello. Oh, Can Gal 5, Iron Horse freezing here too in Eastern Ontario. Oh, Ken got 5. You're in Eastern Ontario too. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Everyone says how we roll. Oh, Plain Vanilla Grandma, it's so good to see you. Plain Vanilla Grandma was the very first person who shouted me out when I started my channel. So you know Plain Vanilla Grandma has a very special spot in my heart. Saying hello and my wow, everyone in the past 2 months. Most of us with mild cases, thank goodness. Wow, you have a partially collapsed lung from it. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I understand that also. I'm gonna have to be very careful because I understand it puts you at very high risk. Oh, Sylvia, hello, saying hi. 16 degrees in New York. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, Kenny, able to make this crazy. Right now, full RTR tomorrow morning. I know. I've missed the women's RTR. Paula says, hi, Glorious Life on Wheels and everyone. Hello, Paula. Ken Gal says, we are in the same region. Bloody heck, it's cold. Hi, Carol DW. Hello, DW. How's it going? Brenda Berner, I'm thinking of going to Quartzsite, going to New Mexico. Oh, New Mexico. I went with my friend Judy to New Mexico to the Balloon Fest a couple of years ago, and we went up in the mountains of New Mexico outside of Santa Fe. It was so beautiful there, just beautiful. Cindy Gray says, my best low temperature, whoa, was minus 40 in my car and no heat. Are you kidding me? Wool hat, layers, and down blanket. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Oopsie. Hey, Oopsie, how's it going? My 12-volt mattress pad keeps me toasty all night, even at 15 degrees. Yes, Oopsie, you had shared that with me. Hey, Renia Deuce Rider, how's it going? Hello. Cangal5 says, stay warm, folks. Internet freezing. I don't know what's going on with this internet. I may have to put up my I'm thinking put up my Wii Boost in my house. Is that crazy? Hey, Lady Debbie S, my friend, my internet is choppy. Oh my goodness. Well, I may do a short live today since the internet is choppy. I don't know what's going on. Ohio Girl says, hope you get better soon. My whole family just got over it. Oh, my youngest daughter has COVID, the C pneumonia right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, plain vanilla. Grandma says it's supposed to be 17. Hey, Ohio Girl 419 Lynette is saying hi to Miss Debbie. Yes, Miss Lady Debbie S, my very dear friend. Hey, Fee, you're in Quartzsite? Oh my goodness. I know I get to Quartzsite now. All my friends, well, not all of them, but a lot of my friends are now. Linda Smith says it's 14, but feels like 3. Fee says waiting for you. Okay. I am going to, Mythical Nomad says WRTR wasn't huge, but the full one should be packed. Streets are pretty packed. Yeah, well, in the winter, Quartzsite is packed. It really is packed. Hey, Matilda McIntyre, one of my OG's original Globies. Hello. Janice says, Mythical, looking at people posting, it doesn't look like there's a lot of people there. Well, we will see. So let me take another sip of this ginger ale. And I'll tell you what's happening. Well, as you all know, last week on my live, I was feeling 100%. Really, I was feeling better than 100%, to tell you the truth. So what I did was I was ready to go, all packed, told everyone I was coming, going to be there on a certain date. But I had 2 negative. They were the rapid. And something kept saying to me, go get a PCR. And I was like, why? I've got these, and a week after I had a PCR, which goes to the lab, which was positive. So I waited a few days, took a rapid, waited another few days, took a rapid. based on the negatives, when I was on my live last Saturday, I was pretty sure that I was heading out to Quartzsite. But something again said, get another PCR. So this past Monday, I got another PCR. It was just a formality because I was heading out. But I thought just before I go, because there was a lot of older folks that were going to be coming to my meetup, and I just, out of an abundance of caution, not really thinking anything, but just out of an abundance of caution, well, blow me down and kick me while I'm down if the test did not come back positive. So I am still home. I tested again yesterday. I'm going to test again tomorrow. So I don't know when I'm going to be going to Quartzsite because I can't go until I get a negative test. But here's what I want to ask you all, because I have a lot of flack emails and stuff for doing that that video on the long line, for people to test, people telling me mind my own business. That wasn't, anyhow, I can't even tell you some of the things that were said. But I feel like I need to share two things with people. Number one, I already did a video that I haven't dropped, but I'm going to drop it on how to do the instant test, because my understanding, they're going to be sending these all out across the country. But here's the problem. If I had a positive test, a lab test, a few days later, a few days after that, had another negative on the rapid, then a few days after that, had a positive. So that's that I have, that there are false negatives to these. And it's not that I don't know how to do the test, because the swab that showed the last swab positive, I had to do that swab myself. The site that I went to, they had you swab your own. And I know how to do it because I've done it so many times. So I'm concerned that people are going to have a false sense of security from these rapid tests when clearly there are false negatives. The second concern I have is that people are going to think, well, if I haven't had any symptoms in 5 days, and it's 5 days since I had a test and no symptoms for 5 days, I'll go back to work, I can go back. That's true, because my first positive was, well, almost 2 weeks ago or more. I haven't had symptoms in well over a week. I've had symptoms. So based on what the CDC is saying, I would, be good to go. Not the case. So from my first symptoms, it's 17 days or so. So it's this 5-day rule. So here's my question. Do you think I a video sharing my experience that, number one, these tests clearly false negatives, in my opinion, and that 5 days out from no symptoms and a positive test and no symptoms isn't necessarily a good. I feel like, in good conscience, I should share this with people. I don't want to get all the blowback, but you know what? The blowback is the least of my concerns. But what do you guys think? Should I don't want to take up this whole live talking about this. I just want to ask your opinion. Do you think I should do a video on those two things, sharing that information or not? So just let me know what you think. Mo Bang says, even the test manufacturers can't confirm. Okay, Nancy says, Peggy Patton, sending love your way and hope you get stronger every day. Graham says, currently 70 feels like heaven. I bet it does. Iron Horse says, me neither. Internet is choppy. All right, you guys, if internet is choppy, what I may do is go to my own, but I don't know if it'll be better there. I'm going to do a couple more comments here. Lori Wagner, you're doing I couldn't get all that. Janice says the pro was sharing a video on that. Is that I think everyone, CTV says Mo Bang for your bucks. The creator of the PCR says it was never meant to detect. Wow. The PCR was very accurate. It was the rapid tests that were a problem. Christina says, I appreciate how informative you are. Thank you so much for helping us with what is really going on out there. I would suggest to do what your heart leads you to do. Okay. Matilda says, yes, I agree. Sharing is educational. Kathleen Klein says, everyone will eventually be exposed. You know, Kathleen, I agree with you. Eventually happening. Roseanne says, sharing is caring. Over 60 now one says, hello, over 60 now what? How? Lady Debbie S says, yes, you should share. Nancy says, Session says, social responsibility is always the way to go. RV Grandma says, you could have gotten reinfected standing in line. No, I don't think so, because I didn't stand in line the first time. I just was back taking pictures, and I had a mask on. And here's the thing. A couple days after that, I tested negative. And and a couple days after that is when, so no, I didn't stand in line, because let's see. When I first went and got my test, I had an appointment, and I had it at a time that was really late, so everyone had cleared out. So when I got my test, I wasn't in a line. It was after my first test that the lines got crazy. Suzanne says, yes, you should do a video. Lady Debbie S says, Iron says, sharing is caring. Uh-oh. Looks like we're frozen. Folks, okay, audio is clear, but the video is freezing up. Well, all right. Okay, we're going to try it one more time. If I freeze up anymore, I'm going to end it and try maybe going onto my phone, and we'll see. Spirit Windview says they cannot distinguish between the flu virus or corona. CDC has finally admitted that. I've been saying that for almost 24 months. Wow. Carol says, Kathleen says, Carol, be careful. YouTube is very picky. I know. Yeah, it is risky, but Graham says choppy but bearable. Okay, all right, Graham. If you guys want me to stay, I will. Jan, I meant that everybody. Sorry, I missed that. Chugga does. I heard they donate to support the channel. Really? What, Doug? What do you mean by that? What's happening? What's happening that you're saying that? Could you explain that? Hear that? Janice says, including testing. DW says, agree with Graham. Keep okay. DW. Well, I just hate putting out bad quality videos, but I will stay with you, because I don't know if I really can get back on with my phone. Don Saunders says, positive healthcare workers are expected to work. I heard that. I was shocked. Holy moly. All right. Thank you, Debbie says, hit that thumbs up. All right. Okay. Over now, what says you're coming in fine on my end? Okay. Okay. All right. It's working, Carol. Okay. Says Glorious Life on Wheels. QQQ. I thought as a YouTuber you're not supposed to mention the C word. Please check. It'd be tricky how to do it without, but I'm be demonetized. Videos make money off of them. I'm going to make them to inform people, to keep people. Iron Fire Horse says it's fine here, just an odd glitch. Okay, all right. Hey, Southern Hospitality is saying hello. Janice says hi, Red. Hey, Red in the house. Hello, Red. How are you doing? Okay. Ford Man ACA says I'm cutting in and out, sounding robotic from time to time. I gotta figure out here. I really do. RB Grandma says that is right. Whether flu or COVID, they can test positive, and the home test is horrible. That's true. Apparently. All right. Oopsie. Someone asked what mattress pad I use. Electro. Oopsie is saying warmth. Iron Horse says we have almost 4,000 health workers off sick in Ontario. Wow. Spirit Wind View says all these mandates. Oh, causing people to dig themselves in a hole. Well, we'll see. Roseanne says claims that PCR can't tell between. I don't know. All I know is that what that's three reasons to help people to we'll see what I'm just gonna go for it, and I think I'm gonna go for it, and we'll see. But how is everyone else doing? And I also want to announce it here first before anyone else, because my Saturday Globies and people who come to the lives, you really some of my ride or die folks. I am starting. I mentioned it and kind of inferred it last week and the week before that I'm going to be doing a mentoring program. Well, I have decided that I'm going to start the Glow Academy. And the primary purpose, at least right now, it could expand, it could get different, but right now, the primary purpose of the Glow Academy is going to be to help people who want to start YouTube channels. Because really, for so many people, particularly older women who I've encountered, who are living on really small budgets and sometimes very small Social Security checks, if you really start a channel and really stick to it, you really can supplement your income. I mean, it's not, and you don't have to invest a whole lot of money. You don't, I do my videos on my phone. So I think I've been thinking about this for a long time. What could I do to help some of these individuals who I meet? Because I can't or I can't pay their rent. There are a lot of things I can't do, so I started focusing on what can I do. And I have a couple of Globy babies who I've kind of worked with just a little bit, and they launched themselves really, but just I gave them a few pointers and they launched their channels. So I am thinking, what, why not start a Glow Academy? And I was planning to meet with some folks, including Tim, to get some suggestions and some input on how to go about this. But what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to launch it through Patreon. As all of you know, I have never had a Patreon account because I just am reluctant to ask people to donate to me. Just give me money to give me money. First of all, I'm not in a position that I feel comfortable or need to do that. Secondly, I don't want people who have less than I have donating to me to support me when you have less. If a person has less than I am, what kind of person would I be if I did that? So I've always thought, what if I was going to do it? What could I do that would have value and could really bring value to a person's life? And I thought, helping people start. So I want you, since you're my Saturday crew and you always are level with me, you're honest with me, you tell me what you think. Don't pull any punches, and I don't want you to pull any punches now. I had someone who told me once, who was mentoring me, and he said, if you're going to do a service or if you're going to provide a service, he said, either charge what it's worth or do it for free. Well, I can't really charge what it's worth because it's worth a lot. People who do consulting like this charge, thousands, and I'm clearly not going to do that. So what I've been thinking, because I want it to be something that people have some, what do you call it, some skin in the game, I've been thinking of doing it through Patreon, and it would be $12.95 a month, but I'm going to try to limit it to 200 people because I can't help thousands of people. or at least not at one time. So I'm thinking of doing it, limiting it to 200 people. And I'm thinking the first maybe 50 people would get a half an hour session, and the rest of the 150 people would get a 15-minute session. And then once everyone who wanted a session was through, you can, as long as you're part of the Patreon, you can keep coming back for more, but it would be in order. So one person has 10 sessions and another person's still waiting for their first. And I'm looking, I haven't worked out, but what I think I would do is I would review your videos, or not all of your videos. Let me take that back. I would review, you could choose a video that you'd want me to review. I'm not going to, if it's a 2 hour or an hour long video, I'm not going to look at that. I will review probably about 15 minutes of a video before we talk, so that I can have some ideas for you on maybe content, maybe content topics, thumbnail, descriptions, maybe different things that I have studied that I think have helped my channel to grow. So I'm going to go back over to the comments now, and I'm asking you, do you think that $12.95 is too much to ask for this? It would be on a monthly revolving basis. I probably at 15, if I did say an hour a day, 5 days a week, allocated towards that would be I could do 20 in a week. So that would be within the first 2.5 weeks, I would get through the first 50. Oh, no, no, it'd be more than that. But anyhow, and then at some point I would start, probably by the end of the first month, I would start on the people that are at 15 minutes. And then again, like I said, you can come back around after everyone who wants to. But the purpose of this Patreon, I mean, you can join it if you don't want to start at YouTube, but really the purpose is to help people who want to start a YouTube channel, because I really feel that this is a way. I have 2 people who I've already committed to help start their channel. I'm not going to give their names right now, but there are people that I have interviewed, and people that I interview as a thank you, I, will help them, because, they're giving me their time and, and allowing me the privilege of interviewing them. So I do that for them just to do it. So anyhow, I'm going to go to comments, and please let me know what you think of this idea. Do you think it's a harebrained idea? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's too much? No, what do you think? Okay, Iron Fire Horse says, that's awesome, Carol. I could really use help. Okay. Nancy said, well, check it out. Stella's got it. Says, I just subscribed to your channel. Orbit Stephanie. Hey, Stella's got it. Thank you, Stella. I appreciate that. Stella saying hello to everyone. Orbit Stephanie. So you just got a new subscriber, Orbit. I appreciate it when people subscribe to other people's channels on here. Orbit says, offering Patreon subscriptions is a good idea for you. $12.95 is the reasonable fee. I thought so too, for me to take time to look at a video, I'm doing a consulting service. So, and it's practically free compared to what, but Debbie says, thumbs up to you all. Hello. I missed someone saying doable and fair. I missed that. Come back around, please. Folk of the Forest says, some people might like to support you on Patreon without expecting anything at lesser fees. Well, I just am a little bit, the idea, I know I've seen people charge $25 or $50 to be part of their Patreon, and they give you a little sticker or a little, I'm like, I just don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't get it. Debbie Long says, I have a channel, just can't figure out editing. You and me are on the same page, Debbie. I'm taking a class, and I was also meeting with some people in Quartzsite who they were going to do some things and really spend some time with me on editing. Orbit Stephanie says, oh, thank you, Nancy. Red-headed Riding Hood says, hello, Adele. Orbit Stephanie says, yeah, thank you for all your support. Well, you know what? Let's just do this now. Lisa Rod says, hi, Kira, hope you're okay. I am, Lisa. I am. I'm so much better, but apparently not completely. Regina E says, yes, that's not too much to ask for your time. All right. Okay. Let's see. Suzanne Ulrich says, I'll do it. Orbit. Stephanie says, I love your channel and have been a sub, got a few months. Oh, thank you, Orbit. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. Miss Nettie says $12.95 is a great deal. I think so too. I really do think so, Miss Net. Janice said should have different levels for those who just want to donate. Right now, Janice, I'm not really expecting anyone to just donate. I might do something a little later, but I am not a hugely effective multitasker. I'll be honest. So if I'm going to focus on something, I want to give this all of my attention, get some folks launched, give them the time that, I promised to give them, get them going, and then I can do the other, because I really honest. I forgot. Half of everything that I receive through Patreon, however I eventually open it up, but right now, half of what that $12.95 I am going to give away. And I'm going to try and keep track of it. But I'm not very good at that, but I'm going to try and keep track of it. But I am going to give away, and I'm going to give away to people who I encounter, mostly nomads. Well, probably all nomads are people who are homeless, are really struggling, and I'm going to do that. I guess for accountability, I'd have to share who I give it to, but I don't know. But I do want to say at least half, if not more, of everything that comes in through this Patreon, I'm going to give away. So Traveling Granny says, hello, everyone. Brenda Burner says, do it. Okay, Brenda, I'm going to. Folk of the Forest says, agree, Janice. I'm willing to throw down $3 to $5 per month to help. Here's the honest truth, folks. I'm going to be really honest. I'm not opposed to getting money. No one is. But I honestly, and I'm not saying this to, I just don't want it to come out the wrong way, but I don't need the money to live off of. So I know, that people get a lot of money they don't need. And, I don't have to have the money from AdSense, but if I'm putting in the work, I want to get paid for it. But as far as the Patreon, just having people give me money when you're not getting anything back from it, I'm not that comfortable with that. I love that you guys want to support, but at this point, I'm not that comfortable unless that was, again, set aside and all of that money went to help people. But then I might have to set up a 501c3, and I got enough on my plate just raising a special needs child, and this channel. So I'll have to think about that in the future. But right now, I really primarily want people who want to grow their channel, because then I feel like I am giving something that I know is worth more than they're paying, if that makes sense. So at some point, maybe I'll do, I'll expand the Patreon. But right now, as I don't need it, but maybe I can, I don't know. I'll think about that. But what I'd rather do is grow my channel, make more money organically through AdSense, through Amazon affiliates, through sponsorships. So then I can do more for people. And like I said, fulfill one of the missions of my channel, which is to help folks. So that's, I can't tell you how many times I get comments or emails from people who are in dire circumstances. So I would like to, once I've vetted them and know that, their story is valid, I'd like to be able to help more of those individuals. Hey, Martin, number one, I see you're in here. Hey, Martin says, hola, Arcuda. Hey. Everyone is saying, hello. Traveling Granny says, this sounds like for all you do. Thank you, Traveling Granny. Where are you, Traveling Granny? Are you heading Quartzsite? I'm not there, but I hope to be there at some point. Janice says, Stella, have you been going on excursions in your van? Oh my, that sounds like fun. Debbie Long says, what you do. It is. It really is what I do, and it gives me a lot of joy. It really. Seeking Joy Now says, so glad I caught you live. I appreciate your attitude towards money and helping people. One of the main reasons for earning money, other than taking care of your family, which is your duty and your responsibility, is to help other people. I mean, I would like to leave a legacy that, at I know this sounds bizarre or maybe a little morbid, but I think your life is written a lot by what people say at your memorial. And I like to have just all kinds of people saying, my life was changed. This happened. Took a turn here for the better. I'd like the people who I encounter to be better off because of having encountered me. And one of the reasons that I'm going to come back to the comments in a minute. One of the reasons that I thought of doing this Glow Academy was because at the Gutted, well, I've been thinking about it for a while, but this kind of really solidified it for me. They asked me to speak on a panel, so I did. And a gentleman came up afterwards and asked me if I could take a few minutes and if he could ask me some questions. So I said, sure. So I sat down with him. We talked for actually quite a while, almost an hour. And at the end of that time, I had to leave because I had to meet with someone. He told me, he said, I've been doing this for almost 2 years. And this conversation with you, I've learned more about what to do to build my channel than I have in the 2 years that I've been doing my channel. And I thought, nah, don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm this mad expert at YouTube, because I am far from that. But I thought, if I could help him, then probably I could help some other folks. So that's one of the things that pretty much solidified it for me. So, hey, let's see, Janice, Janice says, was that when you didn't get much sleep, Stella? I missed that. Martin is saying, hi, Monique. Hello, Monique. Hello, hello. Traveling Granny says, Carol, I had planned on leaving this morning, but snow is heading here in Georgia tonight. Oh, my. I will have to travel through Tennessee, and they have snow already. So hopefully anytime now. Okay, excited here. I bet you are. I bet you are. I saw a thing. I'm going to have to go back and look at it. It was on I should have written it down, but it was on a place in Georgia that this guy has, that you can go there to build. He has, I guess, 100 acres or something, that you can go there to build out your van if you want. He charges $10 a day for you to stay there. And I think it's $25 a month if you want to hook up to electric. So that's like what, $300 a month to stay and hook up to electric, another $325. I haven't really looked at prices, but that seems pretty reasonable for somewhere. And I guess if you wanted to stay beyond that, But anyhow, oh, I missed some. I've got something, I think, that I need moderators to check out. A couple of comments here. Chef Santa Cooking Travels is saying hello. Hey, how's it going? Dean Y says, rest in peace, Camel Dave. Yes, rest in peace, Camel Dave. It's sad to lose anyone from this community. Traveling Granny says, so I hope to leave anyway now. Well, I hope to meet you. I hope I'm going to be there next week. I really do. Martin says, I already had COVID last year, 4 days and fine, and almost 70. Thank goodness. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. Traveling Granny says, any day. I know what you meant, Traveling Granny. Arcuda says, wow, you moderators are fast with the trolls. Yes, I have the best moderators on YouTube. Woohoo! Would my moderators, by the way, each of my moderators, would you drop a link to your channels, please? Would you drop a link to your channels so people can go over and check you out? So once you do that, after those links, that I'm going to have everyone else do something to show that they are also creators. But first, can my moderators drop the link to their channels? Southern Hospitality says it's snowing here in Arkansas. Wow. SK Punk O alternate 5 from alternate living is very clear. 18 people. Janice Williams says, go ahead and sleep. Rest. I'm not sleep. Oh, fastest draw in the rust. You are. Get that boom, boom, boom. Those buttons, Tim from Mobang. Martin says, Donna Van Life is there and Bunny plays here. Yeah, Dawn is supposed to be on a panel that we're going to be having on the first day, and we're going to be having questions and answers on the second day. So D from, thanks Mobang for dropping your link, Red for dropping yours, everyone else that's a moderator, please drop yours also. Foca the Forest says, I missed that, but I saw that you had said Camel Dave's death made you very sad. It did a lot of people. It did a lot of people. Orbit Stephanie says, oh, I came late. I hope you feel very better soon. I'm feeling wonderful. I'm really feeling wonderful. I am. You can see I have my hat on, travel hair, don't care. So I've been having my travel hair for quite a while now, planning to travel. Who is it saying going to watch the fairy penguins come back ashore tonight in Bernie and do some laundry? We'll pack up Monday morning and miss that. All right. Charlie Gray says, hey there, friends. Chris says, I'll be traveling to Quartzsite's first RV trip, feeling nervous and excited. Chris, come over. I hope I will be. Oh, there's Kenneth, Fordman, aka Kenneth Og, dropping his link. Thank you. Travel Grandma says, follow your heart. Well, I am so glad for people who are getting out on your first trip. That is so exciting. I remember how nervous I was. How many people are in the next week or so going out on your first trip? Can you put a 1T for first trip out there? Oh my goodness. Charlie Grace. Hello, I didn't see Charlie Grace. And you, Granny, have been inspirational. You have, Traveling Granny. Oh my goodness. Stella's got it, says, thanks, Traveling Granny. I need to get out more. Suzanne Ullery says, subscribe to Red and Mauve. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do support my moderators because they are fabulous. Oh, Charlie Gray says, new channel, new year. You know what? It is a new year. And it's, you know what? I'm almost glad that this happened now because it's given me something to, I really kind of see when I have a plan, boy, I go full steam ahead and I don't like to let anything. So this has really made me take a step back. And as they say, I said in my description on this, you know, we make plans, God laughs. I've had to really just let it go and just go with the flow. This has made me go with the flow. And I don't usually go with the flow. I'm usually fighting the flow if it's not what I want to do. So this whole experience has really probably been good for me, making me go for the flow, go with the flow. And because this is not something I could do anything about. And I need to learn how to do that more, you know. So Bang says, woo woo to the first nomad trip. Oh, first trip. Okay. Kathy DeMorris. Hey, first trip. So where are you heading, Kathy? Seeking Joy now. First trip. Oh my goodness. Chris says driving down from Sacramento. If you're in California, I need to have California meetup when this is all over. I do need to have a California meetup, and I'm going to do that. Janice says, what's the custom for bringing goodies to these roundups? I think right now, probably bringing things that are pre-packaged is my guess, but I don't know, you know, because some people are, you know, okay, I know I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking while I'm there, so I don't know. Janice says, hope to see you there, Chris. I'm heading out from LA. Charlie Gray says, hey there, Redheaded Riding Hood. Lady Debbie is saying hello to Tim. Janice Williams says, first trip. Janice, yes, we've been talking. Diane Phoenix says, that's good, Charlie Grace. Debbie Long says, Jeremiah 29:11. I'm going to have to look that up. I know 29. I know Jeremiah says, I know one of the verses in Jeremiah is, I know the plans I have for you to bless you and to, you know, I don't know if that's the one that you're talking about. But Red says, I've experienced that, and that's why I don't plan a lot. I mean, I do, but God has a better one. That's true. That's true. Marty says, just have a little patience with the internet. Oh, my gosh, yeah. Traveling Granny says, I had planned to head out to QC a week ago, and God said, not right now. One thing after another, and now snow. You know what? I just say, you know what? When God puts the kibosh on a plan, I just chalk it up to he was saving me from a problem that I didn't know was going to happen. So that's what I say, and that's what I'm going with. Charlie Grace, did everyone hear that RV Village canceled their March rally in Florida? I didn't hear that. No. Oh my. Let's do it. Alabama Hill for California Meetup, Carol. You know what? We'll either do it there or where's that Imperial Dam or somewhere up there. But we will talk. We'll talk, Tim. Estella Gibbs says, hello, everyone. Hi, Estella. Debbie Long says, yes, for California Meetup. I'm in Southern California. Folk of the Forest says, funny how your cooking videos have evolved. I know. Isn't that crazy? But you know what? You have to be able to pivot on a YouTube channel. And that's one of the things that I'm going to share with people on the Glow Academy. And that is that I'm going to move over here for a second. Orby Stephanie says, you look great. This probably is a great time for you to rest, relax, and regroup. You know what? I've been doing a lot of writing, and I actually spoke with someone who is in contact with a book publisher, and he was asking me if I wanted to do a book. So you know what? Even though I'm not doing videos right now, but I'm going to do a couple of videos just from I'm going to have my daughter record them, so they won't be great quality, warning you. But I have been regrouping, doing a lot of planning on this Glow Academy. So you know what? Maybe I needed to step back and look at some other things. Ross, you got yes. Hey, Brenda, a veterinarian burner. So a veterinarian burner, is a vet or is a vet? I guess you're a vet. Guys or some vet around. I'll meet you halfway. Well, where would halfway between California and Tanzania be, Graham? I'm geography. Red says, I'd rather go to Death Valley than the Alabama Hills. That might be a private joke. Well, either go to Alabama Hills or maybe Imperial. I focus on being meetup that I have planned right now, of course. So just to let you know, I tested again yesterday. I'm going to test again tomorrow. I should get the results by Monday. If everything is good, then I'll get a test by Wednesday. But you know, I let myself get all frustrated and upset and everything. And you know what? I'm just like I told you guys, I'm going with Williams. Where is Kim? Can you where it is? Come for cooking video, stay for social justice. I tell you, I have an idea of something I really want to do, and I'm working on it, and I'll share it with you later. Actually, I have two things. Maybe this time off has been dangerous for me because I have two completely divergent things that I popped into my head. You know, when I have free time that I'm not working on things, I have like literally 100 ideas that pop into my head. And I have, over this last couple of weeks, I have a list, a chart for the next 3 months of at least 20 videos per month that I've listed that I'd like to do. I won't do all of them. So it's kind of dangerous for me to have time off. You know, I remember once I'll never, you know how sometimes really insignificant conversations stick in your mind. I remember once my ex-husband, I'd gone to him, I said, you know, I have an idea. I was all excited. He goes, oh, that's dangerous. That's really dangerous. And he was dead flat serious. That's typical engineer. But I you know, a few things he said to me, I remember, but I remember when he said, that's just plain dangerous. So, but I don't think these ideas are dangerous. I think they're going to be fun. Janice says, Mo, that sounds like Bakersfield or Fresno. Oh, Van Gal. Hey, oh, Van Gal, catch you live. Thanks for being here, oh, Van Gal. Kathleen Klein says, US 395 near Lone Pine. Now, Kathleen, Lone Pine, that's on the way to Bishop, isn't it? But Janice Williams says, or Monterey would be nice. The only thing, Janice, about Monterey is I don't know. I want somewhere where people can camp for free. I don't want people to have to, because I would have it in down near Pismo Beach or one of those beautiful campsites, but it can be expensive. I want somewhere. I'm always thinking about the cost to folks that are going to do something with me or get together with me. So Brenda Burner says, my traveling plans are semi-planned. Glitches are over 50%. Hey, every glitch makes you stronger, I've decided. So Orbit Stephanie says, yes, that's how I view it with the father also. He knew better than me. Absolutely. Mo Bang says, ha, I got the 3 and 95 right. Kathleen Klein. Red says, traveling granny, I was going to go to Q for my first meetup last year, but my sister-in-law had just asked. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Red. This year's I'm burnt out and going through a lot, so no way. Well, next year, bigger and better, Red, bigger and better. Oh, that ginger ale is good, nice and cold. You know, Jessica sets up everything for me. She comes in, she puts up my background, she sets up my computer, she gets my pen over here, my cold drink over here. She's she's been such a help. So I have to appreciate that. Martin says nurses who are positive and asymptomatic have been called back to work. Yep. And Martin, I can't agree with that. I just don't agree with that, but we're not going to get into that anyhow. Janice says, Red, do you have a vehicle to get there this year? I thought you were between vans. Charlie Grace says, that's not good, Marta. Everyone has to be safe. I agree, Charlie Grace. I agree. Traveling Granny says, so sorry, Red. If you change your mind, let me know. Liz says, hey, Glorious Life, happy 2022. Thanks, Liz. Liz is one of my OGs too, original Globies. Martin says, PCRs have been false positive too. Well, I think I'd rather have a false positive than false, you know. I would hope everything was accurate, but if I had to have one, then you could always have another one. You're not going to endanger anyone. Red says, I love Pismo. My parents live near there. Oh, it's beautiful. Don Sanders says, tsunami in Monterey is, I missed that, but Charlie Gray says, when I do a meetup, typically find a large harvest host and we boondock. That's an idea, but I think we'd want to do maybe a couple of days. So I don't know if you can stay a couple of days. Kathleen Klein says, yes, Carol, it's also west of Death Valley. Okay. All right. Red says, what about Carpinteria? I love Carpinteria, Red. That's beautiful. Is there anything cheap there? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Lily says, love you, chat line. I'm from Monterey, California also. Hey. Monterey is beautiful, Lily. Beautiful. Fairy Dust, keep the wild winds. Hey, Fairy Dust, how are you? Says, hello, everyone. Sir Vandipity. Hey, Sir Vandipity. We've just been chatting up a storm here. Red says, my family used to camp at Carpinteria a lot when I was a kid. It's beautiful there. Lady Debbie says, thank you, Jessica. Yes, thank you to Jessica. She has been a real help. Let me have another sip of this ice cold ginger ale she put over here for me. And Charlie Gray says, I'm still dealing with the vid now. Not fun. I'm on, oh, you're on day 11. Yeah. So much for day 5 days, huh? Janice says, I know that Jessica even filled up your orange juice cup a couple of weeks back. She did, Janice. Traveling says, I had planned on leaving for Quartzsite this morning, but I saw that Tennessee had snow. That's one of the things that's really good, is to keep up with the weather when you're traveling. I miss what you just said, Graham, so come back around. Mo Bang says, nothing is cheap in Carpinteria. That is true. That is true. Marta says, they need nurses. Yes. But they also, but I've heard that they're sending the National Guard into places, so to help. Debbie is saying hello to Traveling Granny. Charlie Gray says, yes, the snow is coming for Tennessee tonight, or as we call it, the devil's dandruff. I'd never heard of that. That's funny. That is funny. Springwind View says, would love to help starting channel. Hey, we'll talk. We'll talk, Springwind View. But I really, I'd like to launch at least a couple hundred people become, and I'm going to call them my glow babies. So I'd like to see so many people out there, especially people who just need, a little bit of income to, when you don't have a lot, a little can make a big difference. And I'd like to help make that difference. So that's one of the goals for 2026. I know. Thank goodness Lady Bug Out is on her way there. So even if I'm not there, Lady Bug Out will be there. I heard that Bunny is there from Bunny Plays here. And Dawn, I know Dawn is there. So there will be a meetup with or without me. I'm going to be, I'll be sad if it's without me. But there will still be a meetup, and there will still be lots of great, wonderful channels and people there. So plan your route as far as possible. I guess if you have earthquake insurance, Red, Pismo Beach, yes. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I think we're going to get in our van and just drive down to the beach. We won't go out, but we'll just sit there, look at the beach. Well, I am going to be heading out. No more glitchy video day, but I've shared with you guys about Glow Academy. I will be doing a video on it soon. I was supposed to be starting a series this week. Everything's just been tossed up in the air, but it is what it is. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. As long as I have good friends, my child is safe, and she's never tested positive. Isn't that crazy? And others are good, their families, you guys are good. I can handle everything else. Oh, yes. Everyone who is a creator, thank you. Carlene Griffith, hello, hello. Hello, Sylvia Torres. Hey, Charlotte Wilson says, I appreciate you sharing your experience. Knowledge is power. It is. Can everyone, before I leave, can everyone who is a creator, who has a channel, would you please put a big C up there for creator, so everyone on here look and see who all are creators, so that you can go over, subscribe to them, and support them, because we Globies love supporting each other. So thank you, Renee. Don't forget the likes and thumbs up. Thank you. I always forget that. Adele, we will pray you can travel soon, Carol. Thank you, Adele. Dana H says, love the chat and lots of channels in one place. I know, isn't it great? It's a season of nomad kin spirits. It is. I left my charger in the house and hate to leave my backyard camp. Shalom, everyone. Shalom to you, Dana. Shalom to you. Charlie Grace says, stay out there. Travel Granny is saying hello to Renea. RKs, here's some of our Servantipity, Charlie Grace, Janice. Oh, Janice isn't yet, but I'm going to try and persuade her to. Traveling Granny, Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes, Bang for Your Buck, Renee Deuce Rider. So all of these creators, and I hope more names down. Dawn Saunders says, I have a special needs for 2 years. Thank goodness, Dawn. I am so glad to hear that for you. Tim, Mo Bang for Your Bucks is a creator. I already I think said Redheaded Riding Hood is a creator. Said expensive. I never have anything. Well, I don't know. That's a great experience. We had problems, and we were trying to. It wasn't Carpentaria. I take it back. It was Pismo. We had a little bit of a challenge during the summer, but you said it was in February. February isn't quite as popular as the summer. The summer is really hard, and in Pismo Beach, when they have the the butterflies, the monarch butterflies, that's a hard time too. Renee is creator Lady Debbie S is a creator. Debbie Long says, I can use it and be with you all. Love to see you, Debbie. We'd love to see you. Again, Lady Debbie S. Van Life is the channel. Safe, warm, well. Yes, yes. Andrea Smith. Hello, Andrea, saying hello from Ontario, Canada. And that's, I'm hoping to go, probably I'll be in Vancouver, but I do also want to go to, what is the name of that beautiful Canadian park, national park? Oh my goodness, brain blip. I miss Debbie Long is a creator. All right, everyone. The next week. Oh, okay. I'm not, I'm not a technical person, but Regis called me cheap. You know what? I am cheap. I think this is a contradiction. I am cheap and I think generous at the same time. Cheap in that if I spend $1, I want $2 worth of product back. Generous in that I love giving things away. So I'm cheap and generous. And Tim is also cheap, but he's very generous. And I can tell you he's very generous with his time. And I had someone who had a problem, and Tim was like, well, he was looking at giving them something that they really needed that was quite costly. And he was just, I'll give it to them. So Tim may be cheap. On the one hand, he wants a good value for his money, but Tim is also very, very generous. And I know that personally. I can speak to that. Debbie says, Debbie Long is my channel name. Okay, we will remember that. Algonquin, I miss that, Andrea. So I don't know what. Banff, that's what it is. Banff. I want to go to Banff. I have every time for the first time I saw the first picture of it. So one day I'm hoping. Sarah Van Dippity says, it was great seeing everyone. I've got to get to work. And we have got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here too. So I will see you guys. I will keep you posted. I have one already prepared on how to do that instant thing. So I'm going to drop that. But I think also trying to decide whether to redo it and add at the end of it my comments or do a separate video. I don't know. Debbie Long, to all of you, thank you. Graham says, if you get a chance, Google Earth Tallulah, Tasmania. Okay, Earth. So Google Earth Tallulah, Tasmania. Okay, that's what I will Google that. Bus says exactly. Yes, cheap and generous. You can be they're not contradictory terms. They really are not. I would say frugal and generous though. Frugal, a wise person when it comes to managing your money. And the wiser you are about managing your resources, the more generous you can be. So I would say that is the way to go. Silvatori says, good night, everyone. And who's out there in cold weather? Like me, stay warm. Okay. It's an incredibly beautiful. Have you been to Banff? No, we'll have to talk about it. She is very true, Red. Very true. I love each and every one of you. I'm telling you, I told you. And I hope to see you in court next week. I do too. And Tim, I haven't forgotten. You won money card asked from Joy and Vicky. I don't and Vicky reached out for that I reach, but I don't do want you to hit up to me. Oh, I did one, and that was, you know what? We could go on forever and ever and ever. I'm hoping that my next live will be from Quartzsite if I can get on. But either way, I will keep you all posted on what's going on. And I love you. I'm breaking up. Okay, guys, love you. See you all. Keep posted for videos coming out soon. Bye. And Tim, I will be giving you a call the next day or so. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.